Hey guys, before I start this video, I just wanted to throw in a quick clip explaining where the hell I've been. So yeah, I haven't been on the channel in a while. Between coming out at work and filling in for office staff while I'm doing my other two jobs that I currently have with the same company and a million other things. I just got diagnosed with some tendonitis thing in my elbow, like just a lot of things have been going on, but I haven't been able to put my full focus into the channel. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of say that and say that because of my wild perfectionisticness, I haven't been posting as much because I feel like with everything that's going on, I don't have time. And then I realized that wasn't having time because I normally would edit the video in an extreme way and like do like a lot of editing and cutting to different clips, and I would reorganize videos sometimes. Like I was just making sure it was absolutely perfect to my expectations, and I've decided that I cannot do that, and I can put out content and you guys will probably enjoy it anyway, even if it's not up to my own standards. So I'm gonna start trying to film videos and not worry if they're over 10 minutes long or whatever. If you don't want to watch it, you can click away, and just put more content out there so I can stay on the channel and not have to dedicate tons and tons of time to it like I normally would. But either way, here's the video. What's up guys, it is Emory and welcome back to my first year on T, where this week we are talking about body image and body positivity. I don't know where I'm going with this video, so I'm just gonna talk and see what happens. So lately I actually just got back into exercising again. I just won a workout plan, free workout plan for at home, but it's kind of like a joint, like something I could be doing in the gym. I just recently got back into like caring about what my body looks like, but I'm nervous about it. And I had the choice as to whether I got the gym workout schedule or the at-home workout schedule, and I picked at home because I have so much anxiety about going to the gym and using machines around people who might know more about it than me, or like people who would watch me doing it. I just didn't want to go and feel self-conscious about my body while I'm trying to work on my body, which is everyone's anxiety in the gym. But when you're a trans person and people are staring at you anyway in public, trying to figure out like what your gender is if you're not completely passing like me, and I walk in and I have my hair in a bun, but I also have my shirt completely open and like leg hair and stuff like that. I just feel like I walk in and people are already confused about who I am, so then they're more interested in watching what I'm doing because they already have their focus on me. And I don't think this is me being like delusional. Like I see people watching me, like they'll watch me walk for a long time. It's not like people are like randomly peeking at me and it could just be them being anxious about themselves. Like they're literally watching everything I'm doing. I think that that's a big issue with the trans community, is that a lot of people have the same feeling that I do, where it's like people are trying to figure out who you are and what you're doing anyway. And so going into the gym and then trying to better yourself is even harder. So a lot of people feel stuck in this place that I'm in. Like I know it's not just me, but it's hard either way. I don't know. I feel like there's different struggles with the trans community, and like one is like mine, where you want to go and build muscle and like feel more comfortable in your own body because of how your body looks, which isn't a required thing or whatever. It's just how I would feel most comfortable is building muscle and losing fat in certain places and stuff, so that I feel like I'm getting a more typically masculine shape. That would make me feel more comfortable. So I want to go and improve myself, but then I can't because I'm like stressed. I do anyway, but I'm having a really hard time with it because it's stressful. But then there's other people who maybe can't get their body to do this very typically masculine shape, or they don't want to, and then they feel judged by people in and outside of the community because those people may not see them as much of a guy or as masculine as they want them to, because their body doesn't fit what people stereotypically see as male or masculine. And that's really hard for those people too, because it's like, you shouldn't want to force yourself to do physical activity or eat a certain way or whatever to do something when that's not even what you value. Like, you don't even necessarily want to look like that, but you feel the pressure to, even though that's not what you want. So that's another struggle. And then there's people who are too big or too skinny, and then they feel like they can't go and do those things. I don't know. It's so hard to be a human because almost every person has body image struggles. And then on top of that, be trans and feel like you don't immediately fit into whatever category you want your body to fit into. And then even sometimes further than that, being a non-binary person who is trans, like, it's hard to know what your body is supposed to look like because there's no typical non-binary look. Like, that's not that any gender should really have that, but because society is set up in a way where people see people in two categories, and then you are being a non-binary person out in the world, it's hard to know what you're shooting for or know how you feel comfortable. And really, it all comes down to, like, what makes you feel the best. And you have to decide, like, do I want curvy hips and really muscular arms, but also I'm comfortable with being really short? Like, that's how I feel best being non-binary. Like, that could be your ideal, but then there's people out there who want to force a different ideal on you. I don't know. It's just hard. I'm having a struggle just acknowledging that pretty much no one can be their perfect self unless you are allowing yourself to be who you are, and that is perfect. I think that a goal that we should have for body positivity is that you need to figure out what you can let go of and what you can work toward and make those things happen, rather than what other people value for you. Like, maybe you had a goal to have a flat stomach, and that was part of your, like, goals to look more masculine was to have a flat stomach, but then you've let go of that because it's almost an unattainable thing for you. Maybe being able to let go of that is a step toward body positivity, even if it's not your ultimate goal to have that flat stomach. Like, being able to let that be an exception and be like, you know what, that's fine. I'm just going to deal with that and work on something else that's more attainable for me. Like, you can be positive about your body, one, without working on it at all, or two, allowing some exceptions and then working on other things instead, or three, just working on everything all at once and allowing yourself to be in a state of progress. And because you're in progress, that means that you're positive about your body. I just think there's so many ways to be positive, and those are all the things that you can think about for yourself. But ultimately, I think that the community needs to be more positive about everyone else, because there's so much, not even negativity, but indifference. Like, you'll see other people out in the world and you're so caught up in your own struggle with your own body and even self-hatred for your body and stuff like that, that you don't even notice that there's other people out there who are having struggles where you could reach out and be like, hey, you look really awesome today, or you look really masculine today, or whatever whatever they're struggling with, like, you could reach out and say something positive and make them feel good about themselves in that moment, and that person will be a step closer to their own body positivity. So I think that while people in the trans community are very self-absorbed because of what we're going through and the anxiety that we have, just because that it kind of inherently comes with being trans a lot of the time, we need to break out of our own self-absorption to be positive to other people, and then that'll help all of us as a whole be more positive about bodies and trans bodies and anybody. I don't know, I just wish that I could go out into the world and feel like other people weren't forcing some kind of ideal on me before they'll start praising me for being who I am. That's deep. This is my body positivity rant, but I just want to say that you should reach out and commend people on them being awesome, and not necessarily tell them like, oh, you're looking skinnier or something like that, because commenting on other people's appearance isn't really your place. But saying like, you look good, or you look happy, or you look like you've accomplished something today, or something like that, is so positive and can get someone to feel better about themselves, so that then when they're working on themselves, they can be like, you know what, I'm okay. And yeah, anyways, I think that's important. But if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you have any questions, comment those down below so I can answer them, or go over to my Instagram and ask questions there. I'll put it in the description box down below. And other than that, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, guys.